From the mighty houses of Europe to traditional dynasties of Asia throughout history, only kings were associated with wealth and luxury. However, in the present world, there are some queens who not only live a grand, luxurious life, but also own huge royal wealth that goes into the millions. But do you know who these queens are? Maybe not. In today's video, we'll bring you the list of richest queens in the world, so without further ado, let's start. At number 12, we have Queen Letizia of Spain from the royal house of Bourbon-Anjou. Queen Letizia, whose full name is Letizia Ortiz Rosco Solano, was born in 1972 into a middle-class Spanish family, but before becoming a royal member, Letizia had a successful career in journalism. She studied journalism and worked for various newspapers and news agencies, including the Spanish daily ABC. Later, she even accepted the role of news anchor for the Spanish television news channel TVE. However, she became a princess when she married King Felipe VI of Spain, then known as Prince Felipe, on May 22, 2004. And on June 19, 2014, she became the queen of the nation when her husband ascended to the Spanish throne. Now, after 8 years of her reign, she has gained a significant amount of wealth, and the net worth of this 51-year-old queen is now around $1.5 million. This wealth includes lands and private royal investments in the form of shares and jewelry. Apart from this, she also makes her wealth, which comes in the form of funds allocated by the government in the annual budget, which counts to around $100,000. And this fund not only covers the Queen's official expenses, but also covers her lifestyle expenses. Speaking of her lifestyle, Her Majesty lives in the Royal Palace of Madrid, which is a $50 million place spread over 135,000 square meters. Next, we have another rich queen, Queen Anne-Marie of Greece. Queen Anne-Marie of Greece was born August 30th, 1946, and unlike other queens, Her Majesty was born into a royal family with the title of princess, and her parents were King Frederick IX and Queen Ingrid of Denmark. But the princess's way to become a queen began when she married King Constantine II of Greece on September 18, 1964, at the age of 18. And with this marriage, Anne-Marie officially became the queen consort of Greece. Now, as a queen consort, Her Majesty holds no political power in the nation due to the setup of democracy in 1973. However, as a royal, she still holds a significant amount of wealth, which she has gathered over the reign of more than 40 years long. This wealth of the queen includes privately owned lands, investments in stocks, and grand villas like an $800,000 villa in Portocelli. However, unlike other queens of Europe, the Greek government doesn't pay anything to the queen. Instead, the lifestyle of this 77-year-old Greek queen is largely funded through a combination of private funds and private wealth, which allows her to sustain her royal lifestyle. All this takes the net worth of the queen to be more than $2.5 million. At number 10, we have the Queen of Belgium, Mathilde from the House of Dudeckem-Dacos. Mathilde Marie Christine was born in 1973 in Belgium, but even before marrying into a royal family, Queen Mathilde hailed from a reputable noble lineage, with her parents being Count Patrick Dudeckem-Dacos and Countess Anna Maria Komorowska. However, it was in 1999 when she married Prince Philip in the grand royal wedding. Now, this wedding not only made her a part of the royal family, but also granted the title of princess, and finally, Queen Mathilde assumed the role as Queen of the Belgians on July 21, 2013, when her husband ascended to the throne. Now, coming to wealth, the net worth of this 50-year-old queen is around $2 million. This $2 million mostly includes the royal assets, like some exquisite jewelry she received being a queen, including a rare diamond tiara and gold necklace. However, her wealth also includes real estate and private funds secured in the name of the queen. All this is estimated to be around $1.2 million, but above all of this, the queen also receives $30,000 to $40,000 each year to perform her royal duties. And when it comes to living, the queen lives in the royal castle of Laeken of Brussels, which is a grand palace spread over 460 hectares and decorated with all facilities to sustain the royal lifestyle of the queen. Now we move from Belgium to the Netherlands, and we have Queen Maxima from the royal house of Orange-Nassau. Queen Maxima Zorreguita Cerruti was born in 1971 in Argentina. However, unlike other royals, this queen was not traditionally from the Netherlands, but rather of Argentine and Spanish heritage. However, by a stroke of fate, she met her future husband, William Alexander, the heir to the Dutch throne, in 1999, while she was working for the Deutsche Bank in New York. Their relationship developed over time, and she married the prince in 2002 to become a princess, and in 2013 she became the Queen of the Netherlands when her husband became the king. Since then, Her Majesty Queen Maxima is living quite a luxurious life. To begin with, she lives in $150 million worth of Huis ten Bosch Palace in the Netherlands, spread over 152 acres of land. This palace is equipped with all the facilities like an exquisite garden, pool, and even private helipad. Now, coming to the wealth, the Queen's net worth of Queen Maxima is around $3 million. This huge amount includes $1 million worth of investments like shares and land properties and $500,000 worth of private art collections. Apart from this, the Queen also enjoys income from the government, which is estimated to be around $455,000 of yearly income for royal duty, which is exempt from taxes. At number 8, we have the Queen Consort of Oman, Ahad bin Abdullah, from the royal house of Al Said. Sayyida Ahad bint Abdullah was born 4th of August 1970 in Muscat, Oman. But unlike other royals, she was born in the lap of opulence and prestige because she's the daughter of Abdullah bin Hamad al-Busaidi, who was the former officer in the Ministry of Justice and former governor of Musandom. But despite coming from a prestigious family, she was still a common Omani, but this changed in 1989 when she married the Prince Haytham bin Tariq and became the princess of the nation all at the same time. However, it was not until 2020 when her husband ascended to the throne, making her queen. Now, the net worth of this 53-year-old queen is around $6 million. The wealth of this queen majorly comes from the Oman royal family. However, unlike other queens, she received nothing from the government, and around 50% of the queen's wealth today is kept from the form of private funds and even shares of companies which are owned by the royal family itself. All this amounts to around $3 million, and apart from this, she lives a true queen lifestyle. Her Majesty Ahad bint Abdullah lives in a 200-year-old royal palace called Al Alam Palace, which is worth around $80 million. Next, we have a rich queen from Brunei, and this is Queen Salia from the royal house of Bolkiah. Penjarin Anak Salia was born in 1946 as the daughter of Penjarin Anak Abdul Rahman, who belonged to the highly noble family that served the nation for several generations. Coming from such a prestigious royal family, she was chosen to be the bride of the heir apparent of the nation, Hassan al-Bolkiah, in 1965, and later with the assertion of her husband to the Brunei throne, Princess Salia became the queen of the nation. However, being the queen of the nation, which is an absolute monarchy, she holds both political and financial influence within the nation. Now, coming to her wealth, she has a net worth of around $6 to $7 million, and around 90% of this income comes directly from the business and investments done by the royal family, on which she pays no taxes, whereas the rest of the income is secured in the form of landholding and commercial sites in Brunei, with more than $2 million alone there. But when it comes to rich lifestyle, this 77-year-old queen truly lives a rich lifestyle in her palace called Istana Nurul Ayman, which is the world's largest residential palace. It has more than 1,700 rooms, and increasingly, the queen's room is decorated with opulence, including 24-karat gold basins and bathtubs. At number 6, we have the queen from the royal house of Thani. This is the Queen of Qatar, Sheikha Jawahar bint Hamad bin Suhaim Al Thani. As the daughter of Sheikh Hamad bin Suhaim Al Thani, a former government minister in Qatar who holds close relations with the royal family. Because of this reason, she lived quite an affluent life from her childhood. However, her life changed dramatically in 2005 when she became the wife of Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the heir apparent to the throne of Qatar. But she became the Queen of Qatar in 2013 when her husband ascended to the throne. This major event not only provided her with significant political influence, but also financial influence, as Qatar is a monarchy that gives power to its royal members. Now, the net worth of this queen is estimated to be around $15 million. Around $10 million for this wealth comes from the royal family, and they also include a wide spectrum of investments, from owning shares in the major oil companies of the nation to investments in hotel industries to having gold reserves. Apart from this, she also owns $1 million worth of jewelry, which comes from brands like Cartier, Van Cleef & Arpels, Harry Winston, and even Buccellati. Further, a queen is not required to pay any taxes on anything, which only helps her to grow her own wealth. Next, we have Queen Sylvia of Sweden from the royal house of Bernadette. Queen Sylvia of Sweden was born Sylvia Renate Sommerlath on December 23, 1943, into a non-royal family. However, despite coming from a common Swedish family, she managed to marry King Carl XVI Gustaf on June 19, 1976 at Stockholm Cathedral. And with this marriage, she officially became the queen consort of Sweden. Now, as the head of the royal family and queen, she holds a great jewelry collection, which is estimated to be worth more than $3 million. And this collection includes brooches, exquisite hairpins, earrings, and multiple tiaras. But of course, the most valuable of them is the one 9-pronged tiara, worth more than $1 million. The wealth of the Queen's other assets that the Queen has gathered over the years include bonds and shares of investments, private land holdings, and commercial properties around the capital of the nation. And besides this, the royal family, and particularly Queen Sylvia, has access to some of the majestic palaces of the nation, like Drottningholm Palace, or the over $150 million Stockholm Palace, which is spread over 61,210 square meters. However, her wealth also comes from a yearly stipend of $1 million, which she receives from the Swedish government. Now, all this takes the net worth of the Queen to be more than $20 million. Next, we move on from Sweden to Japan to meet our next queen, and this is Empress Masako, the Empress of Japan. Masako Owanda was born in 1963 in Toronto in a common Japanese family, but the life of the young Masako changed in 1993 when she married Crown Prince Naruhito of Japan at the age of 30. With this marriage, she not only became part of the 1,500-year-old imperial royal family of Japan, but it also made her the crown princess of the nation. However, it was on May 1st, 2019 when her husband became the emperor and made her the empress of the nation. Now, being a queen, she enjoys all the luxuries of the empress, and it starts with her grand royal home called the Tokyo Imperial Palace and the Kyoto Imperial Palace, which is spread in 6,810 acres of land and is often called itself a world of art. Now, the net worth of Her Majesty is around $20 million. Most of her wealth is secured in the form of non-fiscal investments, and around 20% of this wealth is direct contribution by the Japanese government in the form of funds intended to cover the Empress's royal expenditure. Apart from this, Queen Masako also holds $2 to $4 million worth of wealth in the form of commercial lands and estates in Japan. At number 3, we have the Queen from Jordan, and this is Queen Rania from the Royal House of Hashemite. Rania Al Ralsan was born in 1970 in Kuwait City into a common Palestinian family. However, Rania's life took a significant turn when she married Abdullah II, Crown Prince of Jordan, on June 10, 1993. This made her a prominent member of the royal family, but in 1999 she became the queen consort of the nation when Prince Abdullah II became king by ascending to the Jordanian throne in 1999. This change in position not only brought political influence to the queen, but also a huge financial affluence. Now, the net worth of this 53-year-old queen is around $35 million. A significant amount of the queen's wealth comes from the government of Jordan, which pays around $4 to $5 million to the queen. This fund is allocated based on the nation's budget. It's meant to cover various expenses of the queen's consort and activities, including her traveling, staying, and other costs associated with her role. Apart from this, Her Majesty also earns around $10 to $15 million by actively taking part in royal business. Being a queen, she gets the benefit of not paying any taxes on her income. However, besides this, the queen lives quite a luxurious life at this palace called Al Makwar Palace, which is spread over 40 hectares of land. Next, we have Queen Margaret II of Denmark from the Royal House of Glucksburg. Margaret Alexandrine Ingrid was born in 1940 as the firstborn of King Frederick IX and Queen Ingrid of Denmark, and being the elder child, she was declared as the heir apparent to the Danish throne. However, she became the queen when her father passed away in 1972. She ascended to the throne January 14, 1972, and became the first female monarch of Denmark in 7 centuries. And since then, she's been ruling as the head of the state with limited political power due to the democratic values of Denmark. But the queen still holds a greater wealth. The net worth of this 83-year-old queen is around $40 million. Most of this includes the inherited royal wealth, but she also receives around $10 million from the government of Denmark in the form of an annual state-funded grant, which is intended to cover the costs associated with the official duties and lifestyle of the queen. Now, the enormous wealth of the queen includes some of the grand palaces of Denmark, including Amalienborg Palace, with more than $15 million or $5 million worth of Fredensborg Palace. Apart from this, the queen also holds other assets like millions of dollars worth of an art collection and private jewelry collection. At number 1, we have the queen consort Camilla of the United Kingdom and the 14 other Commonwealth realms. Queen Camilla, previously known as Camilla Rosemary Shand, was born in 1947 into a common but affluent British family. Camilla's journey began when she married Prince Charles, the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II, on April 9, 2005, in a civil ceremony. Camilla did not immediately become queen, but after their marriage, she became the Duchess of Cornwall and Princess of Wales. However, in 2022, with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Charles became the king, making her queen consort. As a member of the British royal family, she enjoys considerable wealth and privilege, residing in multiple historical royal residences, including Clarence House in London and Hillgrove House in Gloucestershire, which are multi-million-dollar palaces, provided with all royal facilities. And being a queen, she also receives yearly $500,000 a year. But apart from that, she holds multiple assets like $16 million worth of investments in stocks and gold, which was left to her by her parents. Besides this, she owns two $10 million mansions in the UK, which were gifted to her by her husband, King Charles. But the biggest chunk of assets in her portfolio is lying in her private bank account, which is worth more than $19 million. And all this takes the net worth of the Queen to be around $40 million. Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below your favorite part and let us know. And also press the subscribe button and bell icon for regular updates.